Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody. Hello, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I want you all to share this live stream. I am Erin Porsche, and I am here to talk with you about federal government contracts on this great Saturday morning. So I want you all to share wherever you are tuning in from across the social media platforms. Please share this live. It is going to be short, quick, and oh so good. I want to say hello to you all on this great Saturday morning. I am starting something new and I'm excited about it. So, I want to get as many people on as can. And if you are catching this on the replay, type replay in the comments so that I know that you were here and that you tuned in. I'm going to give you a few minutes to ping some people in, a few minutes to tag some people in the comments to join us, a few minutes to share this live. It's going to be good today. Again, I am Erin Porsche, the founder and CEO of GlobalWorks Consulting Group, where we are on a quest to help 1,000 small business owners position themselves to procure federal government contracts. And I'm excited to say that we are on target. We are on target and we are moving in the right direction. We help support our clients with different issues as they arise to procure federal government contracts. We are the navigators. We provide advisory services and supports to ensure that one, your business is in order, two, that you are clear on the target market that you want to sell your services to in the federal government, and three, that you are positioned to access those contracts. You have the business certifications and that you win. And once you win those contracts, GlobalWorks Consulting Group is still with you to help you to maintain those contracts. We help you to staff those contract requirements and also to ensure that you stay in compliance so that you can duplicate and repeat the process. So I'm just excited to be here with you all on today. Today, we are going to talk about how you can package and position your experience to sell to the federal government and make it a full-time business, which is exactly what I did. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Again, welcome. I'm excited to have you all here today. And really quick, as I said earlier, I'm happy with our clientele, but I want to take a pause for a quick moment to give a shout out to RB the Realtor, because RB the Realtor has been connected with me. We connected on Clubhouse, and she loves what we are doing at GlobalWorks Consulting Group. And she reached out to me and said, hey, and what was so funny is that I was already contemplating on going live more often and just doing it on a particular cadence. And I tell you, she reached out and she did for me what I typically do for my clients. She eliminated the guesswork and said, hey, we have this platform, this space where you can go live and talk about government contracts. So when I say RB said, okay, here's the location, here are the dates, here are the times, when are you ready to get started? I was like, yes, okay, I can do this. And really scheduled out our lives for the rest of the month. So shout out to RB the Realtor. She's in New York, killing it. And I'm just so thankful for her. So this is what we do as small business owners. We collaborate, we see things in others, and We help put them on. We help take them to the next level. So I really, really appreciate that. And if there is someone out there that you know is doing great work, shout them out, show them some love, right? And just let them know that you see them, because it is a beautiful thing to be seen. Okay. We all want to be seen for the great work that we're doing, the work that we are passionate about, the work that we are putting forth to help change the narrative in the lives of others, and to also help people build wealth. So I'll get off of that soapbox. That is my why. And that is why I am truly passionate about helping business owners to get into the federal government contracting space. And I want you all to understand how accessible it is to us with the things that we already have in our hands. And what I mean by that is your experience is what you start with. Your experience is what you lead with when you are thinking about becoming a federal government contractor. So that leads us to the topic at hand today: how you can package and position your experience to sell to the federal government and make it your full-time business. The federal government marketplace is a very lucrative industry, and the federal government literally buys everything that we sell in our businesses. Typically, when we start a business, we are drawing from our experience. We are offering a solution, a service for something that we do well and that we've been able to turn results for, right? So, with that being said, I'm going to give you all um, some pointers on how to get started in the federal government, how to assess where you get your footing and where to focus, right? When you think about those things that you have been able to accomplish in your company, those services and those solutions that you've been able to turn results for other business owners, what are those things? What are those things? Drop it in the comments. For GlobalWorks Consulting Group, we help focus on identifying those gaps and shortfalls and helping people to fulfill those gaps and get to the next level. We do business development, and with the business development solutions, we ensure that you are set up on a solid foundation and that your infrastructure is solid. Everything from your online presence to your internal operations and your back office. That is what we lead with. We do all things process improvement and organizational development. And we do well with that. We do really, really well in that space. And it really crosses over to our consulting solutions with the people aspect of it, the leadership, being a CEO versus being an entrepreneur. It's two totally different things. But what's most important here is assessing what you are really good at and what you have been able to yield positive results for others. Those are the things that you want to focus on when you're thinking about selling a solution to the federal government. So, for an individual that is in landscaping, for example, you have been excellent in providing those landscaping solutions, seeing a yard or seeing a property, and in your mind, you are able to enhance the whole look and landscape of that property. That's something that you do well. You can walk up and you can see the current state, and you could actually see how you can enhance that, right? With that being said, that is a solution that you can offer to the federal government. Landscaping services, pitching your proposal on how you can upgrade the look and feel of their property. And truly, when you think about landscaping, um, a lot of people call it cutting grass, yard, whatever. Landscapers own the name of a landscaper because it is a passion for them. It is something that they do well, and it's more than just cutting grass. You'll know the difference when you see different companies, right? And when they see themselves as landscapers, they understand that customer journey and that process they would take their client to. And the federal government has property all across the nation. They all need landscaping services and solutions. And you can actually, on all levels of government, federal, state, and local, procure contracts with your company, and they become your client, and you work with them on a monthly basis or whatever that cadence looks like. So that's something that you do well, and that's something that you could actually take and package and position yourself to sell to the federal government. Same thing holds true for people that are in those service-based industries, from consulting to real estate property management to IT services and solutions. The federal government literally buys everything that we sell. And you start with your resume, looking at all of those experiences, all of those things that you've done in the past. You assess that, and you check, put a mark, put a check by those things that you have done well and those things that you enjoy doing. And you then decide, okay, this is what I want to do in my business. This is what I already do in my business. And I am ready to level up. I am ready to expand my footprint with who I service. I'm ready to do business on another level with the federal government. So once you identify that service that you want to offer, you go out and you do the research and you get an understanding of what federal government agencies are buying that service. That agency then becomes your target client. You also want to understand how they buy it. We talk about doing this assessment and positioning and packaging your services and solutions in in all of our trainings, from our boot camp to our accelerator, as well as our workshop, to help you to get into this space. We realize that we are the minority when it comes to showing up to procure federal government contracts, and we want to close that gap. I want you all to see the windows of opportunity to do business with the federal government. Get your business set up and in order, and package and position yourself to be marketable to the federal government marketplace, because they are buying, and they never close, right? So being a federal government contractor is a viable and a sustainable service. It's a sustainable business. And it's time for us to really show up in this place and offer the services that we already sell to corporate America or to other businesses, right? And doing it in this federal government space. Now, I tell you that getting into this federal government contracting space, it does require work, y'all. It requires work. But I tell you, if you get committed, if you decide that federal government contracting is the route that you want to go in your business, we at Global Works Consulting Group is here to help you navigate the landscape, understand where to get started, how to assess what it is that you do well, and understand how much the industry is worth, how much the federal government is spending in the industry that you are already working in. And from there, how to target those federal government agencies, how to get in front of them, how to introduce your company services and solutions to them, and then how you can pursue those bid opportunities. The federal government buys in multiple different ways, and truly, it is accessible to us. So it's just really important that we posture and position our services and solutions and make them marketable to the federal government. And we want to show you all how to do that here at Global Works Consulting Group. So the call to action today is for you all to do an assessment, do an analysis with your company, and understand where you are in your business and where to get started with federal government contracting. We have a readiness assessment that you all can take, and you could actually visit wewincontracts.com. That's wewincontracts.com. There you can take the readiness assessment and get an understanding of where we at Global Works Consulting Group recommend you can get started in this space. We believe, again, that you lead with your experience when positioning yourself to sell to the federal government. And based on that experience that you've been able to turn results for, it's really just a matter of packaging that into what the federal government looks at, and that is a capability statement. If you have never heard of a capability statement, send me a DM. I'm happy to send you an example of a capability statement. A capability statement is complementary to a resume, but the capability statement is actually for your business. It lists and lays out all of the services that you want to sell to the federal government. And that capability statement becomes your marketing tool to the federal government. It's that first thing that goes before you, before your company, that the federal government can look at and understand what it is that you offer, what it is that you sell. And we actually help business owners to package their experience into what is known as a capability statement. Capability statement is your golden ticket, your entry document to getting in front of federal government contractors. And that capability statement, just like a resume, is one of those first things that they see, that they buy into to learn more about your services and solutions. So, packaging your experience, looking at your resume, taking that, determining what you want to sell to the federal government, putting it into the format of a capability statement is one of those first things that you want to do when assessing where to get started. So I hope that this information was helpful for you today, that it was insightful, and that it opened up your mind to exploring those opportunities to do business with the federal government. Again, the federal government is a very, very wide pool of opportunities to sell your services and solutions. And at Global Works Consulting Group, we want to ensure that business owners, small business owners, understand the opportunities that are available in this space, so that you can get a piece of the pie. I mean, the federal government, they spend billions of dollars annually with small business owners. So take a moment, go to wewincontracts.com. That's We Win Contracts with an S.com, and take the readiness assessment. Once you take that readiness assessment, you can enter your information to get the results. The results will give you some insight on where you can get started. And also, it'll give you a summary of the questions that we asked. For those items that you have not been able to put in place in your company, this also gives you a glimpse and some insight into some of the things that you want to work on to position yourself to get into this federal government contract space. So visit wewincontracts.com. It is a free readiness assessment where you can explore where you are with positioning your company to market to the federal government. And the results will also provide you with the recommendation on how we can support you with our boot camp, our contracts and business skills boot camp, or be it our workshop where it's a roadmap to federal government contracts. We literally help you create an action plan. Once you have your action plan, we then walk you through execution sessions to again eliminate the guesswork. When we eliminate the guesswork, we are showing you what to do, how to do it, where to go to get it done. Again, we want to accelerate your path to getting into this federal government contract space, especially if you have been in business and you have been providing your services and solutions, B2B, B2C. We want to make sure that you can get into B2G, business to government space, offering those same solutions, leaning on the experience that you have and repackaging that information and positioning you to get into the federal government space with a capability statement. So again, I am Erin Porsche, founder and CEO of Globalworks Consulting Group, tuning in live to share with you on how your experience can be worth over $1 million in federal government contracts. Literally, y'all. My very first subcontract opportunity, I made $250,000 in a matter of 4 months, literally, as a subcontractor. You can do the same. You can do the same. There's 2 ways that you can get into this federal government contract space. That is as a primary contractor or as a subcontractor. And there are things that you want to put in place in your business so that you can be marketable to the federal government. We're here to help you do just that. So reach out to me, send me a DM, or visit wewincontracts.com. Take the readiness assessment. There you will learn where to get started with the federal government. And you'll also walk away with some insights on the things that you have already done and put in place, and those things that you actually need to work on and get done to put in place. And if you all have any questions, you can email us at contracts@erinporche.com. That's contracts at ERINPORCHE.com. And we are happy to answer any questions and provide you all with tools and resources that we have used to help other business owners get into this federal government contract space. For any For any future questions that you all have, send us an email or send us a DM. Our DMs are wide open, and we do have a subcontractor mastery accelerator coming up. You all can DM us a subcontractor if you're interested in learning more about that. The links are on my website, erinporche.com, where you can learn more about how you can start as a subcontractor in this federal government contract space. And we will be tuning in live every Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time across all social media channels. So if you are catching this on the replay, we appreciate you for tuning in to learn about how you can become a successful federal government contractor. Again, I'm Erin Porche, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for tuning in, and you all have a good one. Enjoy your Saturday. Bye-bye.